Hi guys, good day to all of you. So I hope that you are staying safe at home and being happy back there, okay? So a simple precaution for all of you. If you're back home from outside, please clean up yourself, wash your hands, use sanitizers. If can, just go and take your shower whenever you are back from outside, okay? Just a simple precaution to just care for you, okay? So I hope you're having good time back there. And yeah, without further ado, let's just start with our second topic. So as you all are aware, we are in the second week of the semester and our MCO period is still going on until 28th of April as of now. Okay, so here under the second topic, okay, normally if you're familiar with my class, I will usually recap the previous week's topic. But since this is a video and audio presentation, I'm not going to do this recap session where you have all the privileges to just go back to the previous lesson and to just listen it all over again. So without further ado and without wasting the time, I'm just going to go into our second topic this week. That's going to be on market segmentation. As you can see on your screen, market segmentation, targeting and positioning is what we are going to learn for this week. Okay, so let's just go into the second slide. So second slide shows your take back. It means what you're going to learn for this week. So since this topic is a long topic, I'm just going to cut this topic into 2 weeks, which means for this week session, I'm going to look into, or I'm going to expose to you on target market. What is target market? And we will look at market segmentation. So these are the two parts that we are going to look at today. The remaining, which is market targeting strategies and positioning, repositioning, we will look into next week. Okay, so some of you might feel relief. Oh my god, so short this week. Don't worry, still you need to learn a lot. Okay, so remember again, I'm just going to look into target market and market segmentation for this week. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so let's look into this market segmentation. But before I go into market segmentation, I want you to know what is target market. Of course, this is not in your slide. No worries. I've already attached some resources for you to go through. Okay, some reading materials for you to go through. So even if it's not on this in this slides, you still have the reading materials for you to just open it and highlight whichever important points that you feel that you need to remember. Okay, so or some of you who wants to just jot down, you may jot it down. Okay, I'll try to take it as slow as I can. Yeah, okay. So let's look at the first part of today's chapter. That's going to be target market. What is a target market? Maybe whatever that we're going to learn today, you have already learned in your different subject. Let's say if you have already taken ITB, Introduction to Business subject, all this should be familiar to you because all these are what you learn there in your Introduction to Business subject. Okay, or if you have taken any other subjects that you came across this topic, it's okay. Use this session just to refresh those information. Okay, so now let's look at this part. Okay, what is target market? So according to the definition of target market, it refers to a group of potential people that a company wants to sell their products or services to. In short, target market means who you want to sell your products to, where this target market show similar characteristic. You know, this target market, it means a group of people that have same characteristic, same interest, same likes. Okay, so that is target market. Okay, and this target market shares similar characteristic. Like example of this similar characteristic is people from the same geographical area, or maybe people from the same age group, or could be people from the same buying power. Okay, these are some of the examples of how those similar characteristics come together to build a target market. Okay, for a business or a company, identifying their target market is one of the important step. Again, one of the important step in the business, because if a company or a business not knowing their target market, this will cost the company a lot of money and time, where they wouldn't know who to sell their product to, who to direct their marketing effort to, who to target their marketing effort to. So by not knowing all these elements, a business might need to spend a lot of money and a lot of time getting to know who to sell their product to. So when a business already have the understanding of their target market, it is easy for them to directly reach that potential group, to do their marketing effort to expose their marketing effort and get the potential group to be interested to buy their products or services. So in simple, target market means who will ultimately buy your product, in simple word. Okay, so that is the definition of target market. So you're clear about it, yeah? I hope that I'm not so fast. Still, if you feel I'm too fast, okay, you are not able to catch up with the pace, never mind, you just go back, you just listen back to that audio. Okay, now target market are generally categorized by segmenting the market, which we are going to look at now, which is market segmentation. Okay, so target market in general, it will be categorized into segmenting the market. Okay, and this is known or familiar with the name of market segmentation. So market segmentation means divide a market into well-defined parts, okay, where it consists of a group of customers who share the similar set of needs and wants. Okay, can you really guess what is market segmentation now? Cannot? Confused? Okay, let me just rephrase for you. Okay, market segmentation means dividing a group of people who shows the common interests or characteristics. Okay, it means I have, okay, for example, I have a group of people that comes under the same age group who loves fashionable clothes. So I put them into one group. So this is market segmentation. Or another example, I want to sell, or I'm an Apple company. Okay, I want to sell iPhone. I want to sell to, okay, normally iPhone, who will use the iPhone? High level income people. Okay, in general, okay, so high level income people. So those of you who's using iPhone now, you can just carry up your collar. Okay, so another example of market segmentation where you divide people into group is where people from same level of income. So you design your product, you design your marketing effort to the people with the same income level. Or another example for your better understanding, maybe people who staying in the same geographical area. You want to segment your market to people who staying in Johor only. Okay, you want to sell your product to people who staying in Johor only. Okay, so that is example of market segmentation. Again, you are putting your people into group who shares the common interests or characteristics. Okay, that is market segmentation. Let us see what are the benefits of putting these people into this similar group. Why as a business I should put people into this similar group? Why can't I just sell it to everyone? Can't? Okay, it might seem easier to sell it to everyone, to sell as a whole in the market, but it is not that easy. Okay, it might seem easy, but it is not easy. You should actually divide your business into smaller groups, because when you divide the group into smaller group, you can directly target people, and this will help you to produce or to design products that are finely tuned to the needs of that particular group of people. You already know, okay, you already divide. For example, you want to sell product to the people of the same age group, so you know already, okay, teenagers, so you will design your clothes based on the teenagers interest. So by doing this, you will actually fulfill the needs and wants of that particular target market, and as a result, it will actually give you a greater outcome, which is greater sales and profits. Of course, when you target a right group, that right group will buy from you. So when the right group of people buy from you, what will happen? Yes, you will have more sales, you will have greater sales, and that will actually give you greater profit. Okay, and it will actually, and also it will put your business into a better competitive position. Okay, you know, as a brand, you already know, okay, this would be my market segmentation. I'm just going to choose this segment. I'm just going to sell my product to this one segment only. So you will have the competitive advantage. Okay, what is competitive advantages? Okay, some of you might have guessed it properly or correctly. Some of you still recalling maybe. Okay, competitive advantage means the uniqueness of your business. Why customers should buy from you but not from your competitor? What is that one different thing that you're giving in your product that the customer should buy from you? So in short, your, what did I just mention? Your unique selling point. Okay, what is different that you can do to your customers? That is competitive advantage, your uniqueness. Okay, and another benefit of market segmentation is it can help you to introduce more specific messages to customer. You already know which group you're going to target, so you can narrow down your market messages. You can narrow down your messages to your specific customer. Okay, so that those are the benefits of market segmentation. Okay, so if you look at it, customers that fall into this same categories or group tend to value or buy the same product or services. Okay, so they might have the similar likes and dislikes. Okay, so this is why narrowing down this segment is one of the most important factor to choose your target market. It means, I'm trying to say here that is why narrowing down these segments, okay, into market segmentation is one of the most important step that a business should take into. Okay, so now we are going to look at the types of market segmentation. Okay, so there are about sorry there are about sorry for my voice. Okay, there are about 4 types of market segmentation that we're going to look at today. Okay, as you can see on your screen, the first one is geographic market segmentation or geographic segmentation. Geographic segmentation is where, okay, you target customers based on same geographical borders. Okay, you see, if you look at my slides, you might be wondering why is it so brief. Yes, since this is PowerPoint, Okay, I normally don't put much information, or I don't believe in writing paragraphs in my slides. So that's why for my familiar students, they should know my pattern. The new students, don't be afraid with this PowerPoint. Okay, my PowerPoint is very simple. Okay, because the name itself is already PowerPoint, so I will only put points. I don't write paragraphs in my PowerPoint slide. So there would be a lot of hand exercises that you need to do here. So while I explain the types of market segmentation, please grab a pen and paper to write it down. Okay. Okay, so let's look at geographical segmentation, the first part, where geographical segmentation is you target customers based on same geographical border. Examples like cities, states, regions, or based on countries. Okay, example of geographical segmentation is like okay, let's take McDonald's. Okay, anybody here don't like McDonald's? Nobody. Okay. So McDonald's, okay. If you see McDonald's, they will target their products and marketing effort based on countries and regions. Okay. And a very good example, if you look at McDonald's in Malaysia, we can get nasi lemak McD, ayam goreng McD. Okay, all these are known as the food that Malaysians love to eat. But if you go to McDonald's in India, okay, they have this Maharaja burger. They have a vegetarian burger where you cannot get this here in Malaysia. Have you seen Maharaja burger in McDonald's? No, you have only seen nasi lemak burger in McDonald's, right? Okay, that is based on our Malaysian culture. Or if you go to Thailand, if you go to Thailand, you can see green curry burger. Okay, so these are the differences between countries that McDonald's is applying. Another very good example for geographical segmentation is like winter clothes. Okay, where if you go to northern countries, okay, they sold winter clothes all year round. But in Malaysia, we don't sell winter clothes widely because because we are in the tropical country where our climate is warmer. So if you happen to travel to northern side or winter countries, cold countries, you can just find a few outlets in the particular region which sells winter clothes. But if you go to northern countries, you can widely find winter clothes everywhere because northern countries are normally very cold. Okay, so this is how businesses they will cater their segments based on the type of segments that they choose. Okay, that is under geographical segmentation. You all okay? Can follow, right? Understand? I hope you understand. But still, if you need further clarification, you can always email me, you can always ask me, or you can WhatsApp me for prompt response. Okay, let's look at the next one. Demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation, it's actually a widely used strategy by many businesses. Why? Because it is easy to measure and product catering is so obvious. Okay, that is under demographic segmentation. So demographic segmentation divides the market through variables like age, gender, income level, education level, family size. Excuse me. So that is demographic segmentation. So example of demographic segmentation like age. Let's take age. Okay, it is always important to recognize what your target age range is. Okay, which means what is the age range of your target market, and which channels do your target market use to get information? Let's say if the age group that you choose is youngsters, okay, maybe youngsters between the age of 20 to 35 or 20 to 30. Okay, let's take an example of an industry, maybe a fashion designer industry. Okay, so if you see many fashion designers, they have different collections to target different age group. So if you look at youngsters, they target youngsters, the designers target youngsters, okay, with chic fashion line for younger prospects. Okay, chic fashion line is like very trendy outfits, very trendy clothes. Okay, whereas if they want to target to the older individual, older group, they will go for more formal or elegant line of clothes. So this is how normally fashion designers, they will target their market, they will segment their market based on age group. Okay, if you look at other examples of a demographic is like maybe income level. Okay, so income level, some product, if you see, they will only target the high end people. High end people means people with higher income level. Okay, if you look at Malaysia Airlines, okay, Malaysia Airlines, their target market generally will be high income level people, whereas Air Asia, their target market generally will be, yes, low income to medium income people. Okay, so this is how demographic section is being used, okay, to segment the market. The next market segmentation would be psychographic. Okay, please remember the spelling and the pronunciation. It is because during exam I came across this in a lot of scripts where in term of psychographic, most of you tend to write as physiological. Okay, because the spelling is almost, or the spelling will seem similar. So you have to know the difference of physiological, you have to know the difference of psychographic. We will learn about physiological as well, and we are learning about psychographic now. So get to know the difference, because in exam, if you written the main point wrongly, the total explanation, the total points will be wrong. Okay, I don't accept main point wrong. Even if you give a clear explanation, right explanation, still you will get 0 for that particular point because your main point is already wrong. So remember the psychographic. Okay, I'm stressing this a lot because a lot of scripts I came across psychographic, students written as physiological. Okay, so now psychographic focuses on intrinsic traits, which means focusing on internal traits. Okay, what you feel internally. Okay, examples of psychographic is like values, your personality, social class, okay, high social class, low, medium social class, your attitudes towards certain brands, certain product, your lifestyle, okay, maybe a lavish lifestyle or just a sedentary lifestyle, and based on your opinions as well. Okay, so these are the example of psychographic. Okay, maybe for an example, think about someone who lives in a smaller remote area who serves for a daily life versus someone who lives in a big city, okay, working in a corporate line. Just imagine, just think both of these people's lifestyle, how would it be? Of course, the one staying in the small remote area who serves for a daily living, their lifestyle would be more of a normal lifestyle, okay, where they just want to fulfill their needs, okay, which is the most important thing to live. Okay, Whereas if you look at someone who lives in a big city, who's working in a corporate line, earning so much, how would be their lifestyle? Yes, would be a lavish lifestyle, luxury lifestyle, okay, where apart from fulfilling their needs, they will look into fulfilling their wants as well. Okay, I'm sure you know the difference between needs and wants, right? Needs are those things that you cannot live without. Wants is what supported by the desire, okay, after you fulfill your needs. Okay, so if you look at this, both people, their wants and their needs are totally different. So this is example of psychographic based on lifestyle. So the product or services that we cater to people in a remote area would be different to the product and services that we offer to people who's living in the city. Okay, so that is example of psychographic. Some of you might feel, teacher, I need more explanation, more examples on psychographic. Wait, you need to do a tutorial on that part, yeah? Okay, at the end of this topic, I'll let you know what you need to do. Don't get heart attack. Okay, so let's come back to behavioral segmentation. So the fourth segmentation we're going to look at here is behavioral segmentation. So which means is somewhat has similarity measurements to psychographic, but what is that one thing that is that differentiates between psychographic and behavioral segmentation is behavioral segmentation focuses on specific reaction and the way customers go through their decision making before they purchase a product or services, and the way the customer goes through their buying process. So this is what differentiate between the behavioral and also the psychographic. Okay, so let us look at some of the components under behavioral segmentation. Okay, example like the needs and benefits of using certain product, the decision role, whether you are the decision maker or not, okay, or the attitudes, okay, or the usage of certain product, okay, whether it is a high usage product for you or low usage, or the knowledge that you have towards certain products. So all these are example of behavioral segmentation, the component of behavioral segmentation. Okay, let's just see an example under this. Okay, example like brand loyalty. Okay, when I say brand loyalty, you know, I bet while listening to this, some of you can relate that one brand you would buy and trust enough. Okay, you can actually relate any of the brand or not, okay, while listening to me. So one of the very good example of behavioral segmentation is loyalty towards a brand. Okay, your attitude or your knowledge towards that particular brand, okay, your attitude towards the brand, okay, where you have enough trust towards the brand and you don't think much about buying the brand. You don't really put in so much of effort and time buying the brand because you already have the loyalty towards the brand. Example like certain mobile phones, certain shoes. Okay, maybe if you look at an iPhone user, okay, some of you might be an iPhone user here. If you ask an iPhone user, once they have already used iPhone or any of the Apple products, they will be resistant to change to another another brand. It's because of their loyalty towards the product, the benefit that the product gives to them. Okay, so this is example of behavioral segmentation. Some of you might be nodding, saying that yes, yes. Okay, yes. Okay, iPhone has very good quality, especially in terms of the security. So a lot of people find it that security is so much beneficial to them and their attitude towards the brand is so strong. Okay, so those are the market segmentation part. Okay, so that's all for this week. Yay. Okay, so let's just recap a little bit. Okay, we looked at market. Before that, we looked at target market. Okay, So what is target market once again in simple word? Recall. Okay, so target market means who will ultimately buy your product. Okay, it refers to a group of potential people that a business or company wants to sell their products or services to. Okay, and then we looked at market segmentation. So market segmentation means you divide a market into well-defined parts based on common interests or characteristics. Some of the benefits of market segmentation. Okay, so we looked at competitive advantage. Okay, we looked at more specific message, greater sales, and then we looked at types of market segmentation. There are 4 types. Okay, geographic, demographic, psychographic, behavioral. Okay, and I've given you examples for all of this. Very good. We have done with this week's session. Okay, some of you might be wondering, teacher, how come just like 30 minutes only this session? Okay, my intention here not to load you or overload you with information. Okay, you see, you have to understand this is an online class. Some of you might be very new to this online class, or some of you might have already used online class but not familiar yet. Okay, so rather than overloading you with information, I rather divided it and make sure you understand each of the part, because in this subject, since it covers only about how many chapters, like about 7 chapters. Okay, so we have only 7 chapters, and all the parts in that 7 chapters are important. Okay, so that's why understanding is very important than completing everything at once. Okay, so now we have already done with this week's session. What I'm going to do, as I mentioned earlier, okay, I'll give you tutorial. Okay, how our this week's tutorial going to happen is that I will give you video tutorial. You have to watch the video. Okay, that video tutorial will be based on what we have learned for this session. So you have to watch the video. In between the video, there will be questions for you to take down. Okay, so you cannot, or you should not skip the video. If you skip the video, you will miss the question. So how long, teacher, would be the video? Okay, that would be a separate video, where the video would be from 2 minutes to 5 minutes per video. Or I might just use this video to give you question, depending on the resources that I am actually compiling. Okay, so listen to the video, and you are going to do, or you are going to get questions from the video, and you're going to jot down the question, and you're going to answer the questions in the island. Okay, so how you're going to answer the question, I will put it in your announcement, and you just go according to that. Okay, and probably I will put it in the island announcement and also in your WhatsApp. Then you can just go ahead to complete your tutorial and submit to me. Again, don't get confused. Tutorial, I will upload a video, or I will just use this session's video. Okay, and I will insert questions in between. Therefore, you need to listen to the whole video, get the question, and you have to answer the questions using island platform. Which platform? I will inform to you before your tutorial day. Okay, understand? Got it? I hope all of you enjoy today's session. All of you get some fruitful information from today's session. Anything that you want to ask me, you want to clarify, you're not sure, you're always welcome to WhatsApp me or email me. Okay, that's it. Okay, until we meet the next. Take care. Bye bye.